on Boond Soch ki ttalk Train of Thought with a series of an episode with Dr. Pradip Mitra, who has been part of the finance world for 25 years, both in corporate and into an academia, and having a rich experience. Now, for the benefit of our ttalk audience, we are going to take in this episode more clarity as far as the investment advisory and the wealth management which is concerned. Sir, welcome back to ttalk show again. Now, in fact, for the benefit of a target audience who would like to make their career in finance, can you throw some light on the investment advisory? What are the core functions?
Yes. So basically, in investment advisory role, there could be four type of options. Mm-hmm. First is you can become a portfolio manager. Mm-hmm. Second is you can become a consultant, investment consultant. Mm-hmm. Third is become a research analyst. Mm-hmm. And fourth is you can become a wealth manager.
Okay.
I'll just tell what is a portfolio manager role, how you get into that. Mm-hmm. So portfolio manager role is basically where you are managing the assets, financial assets of individual clients as well as HNIs as well as the corporate clients. Mm-hmm. So here the role will be like framing the investment policy, seeing their constraints. Mm-hmm. Then you have to go for the asset allocation, right? So in what are the compartments your funds will be, what are the financial securities, and even in those financial securities, what could be the subset? Like if you're putting 50% allocation on equity, then within equity also which are the shares that you're going to choose. Then once you prepare the policy, you need to execute. So with the detailed analysis, it is done. That what are the allocation will be as per your constraints and need. And then time to time you go for the reviewing those portfolios performance and take suitable measures. So that's the role of a portfolio manager. Now to get into this portfolio manager's role, one course that I'll always advise to do is that the CFA.
CFA,
yes. Because CFA is such a course and it is at a level of post-graduation where a graduate with 11 months post-graduate, after 11 months of graduation you can take the particular course, and 3 levels are there, so you have to clear those levels. Though levels are tough. Now comparatively people are saying that let us go for some MBA course. And I have seen people doing simultaneously MBA and CFA.
CFA both together.
So then I'll not advise them to do a course together. So when you are doing MBA, so give full heart and soul in the particular course, because you need to get a good marks in that. And your score should be very high, because there is a shortlisting process in the corporate also. And then it takes 2 years to complete that particular course. But I'll always prefer that if you're doing a MBA, don't do the CFA, but you can start your CFA course in the last semester of your MBA.
Okay.
And then while you're working, you work on this CFA course. CFA, because CFA also needs some experience.
Okay.
So when they place those 2 years, 3 years experience post MBA will help you to get a good job.
Okay.
This is one. Then second is, as I was talking about, investment consultant. So it's playing a bigger role. Even you cater to the corporate fund managers also. Some investment consultants are very highly experienced people. So normally for those students aspiring for financial investment consultant, it will take some time. But that can be a role that they can look at after, say, 8-10 years of experience. So that is role, financial consultant. But while they will join as in the portfolio manager, they will join as an associate, and then over the period of time they will grow.
Right.
There are immense potential that this investment advisory role is played, but now SEBI has made it mandatory that you have to clear the certifications of investment advisory. Even if you're in a sales job, you have to clear there are two certification, 10A and 10B. NISM Investment Advisor Program. So that you have to clear.
Okay.
So now that's a compliance issue with all the advisory, financial advisory, investment advisory firm. So you have to clear that. So while you are in the MBA role, you can look at those two options, 10A and 10B.
Yeah.
So the moment you clear those, those exams are also very tough. It's not easy to clear. And now, previously it was a course of 500 pages. Now they've made it almost 900 pages course.
Okay.
And it has become tough. So less number of percentage people are passing.
Correct.
But I'll advise these MBA people, because MBA people, if they are working, if they are joining this particular course with their specialization in the third semester, they'll cover up a lot of things in that.
Nice.
So it's better that they start this particular certification while they are doing the third semester course, and by the fourth semester they give both the exam, 10A, 10B. So shortlisting will be more easier in that case. So correct. These 10A, 10B cleared people are in high demand. So even I am doing consulting. World, even I am doing consulting for 2-3 companies, training consulting with 2-3 companies, where we are teaching those executives who are not 10A, 10B cleared. So now we are teaching them so that they can clear those particular courses. Good. That is one. Third is, as I was talking about, research analyst. So in research analyst role, you have two roles. One is credit analyst, where you go for the kind of bond and other default areas. So credit role means more on the credit side, credit risk and all this. And another is equity analyst. So equity analyst role is very specific role that you go for the cash flow analysis of a company. Go for a fundamental analysis for a company, and then you find the valuations of a company. So mostly what they're doing in equity analysis, they try to find out the intrinsic value of the company and see whether that valuation is attractive or not compared to the market prices. So that is one area. So you have a data gathered, work on those data, you have projected cash flows and everything, and then you do that. This is a research analyst role. And fourth is wealth management. Now, wealth management is basically talking about handling those clients who are HNIs. So we can manage their private wealth. And, they have made bifurcations of these HNIs, sub HNIs, $1 million of net worth. Then we have the high net worth individual, $5 million, and then we have the $30 million ultra HNI. And you'll be knowing, because there's a buoyancy in the market. After COVID, it was 7,500. Now we have seen 18,600 high of the market. So we have seen at present, as per the report, there is a 11% CAGR, compound annual growth rate of ultra HNI. Numbers have increased. So a lot of potential is there. And certified people are necessary. Alternatively, you can do the CFP. So if you are not having the 10A, 10B, you can have a CFP. So then compliance is fulfilled. So SEBI wants that investment advisor should be educated properly with the current things happening in the market, and then they should go out with the with the advisory role. So in a lot of corporates or the financial advisors, they have started doing this. So my advice to the students, students who are already in the process of learning those things, so they should learn and they should appear these specific courses, this specific certification of NISM.
Good. I think
which will give them a boost in the career. And as I have discussed with those companies, they are ready to take students with the 6 to 8 lakh packages who are passed out with the 10A, 10B module. So very scarcity now because of the syllabus, and people are not getting cleared. I mean, those who are in problem, what happens, when you are working in a company, then you don't get time to study and all. So
Correct.
if students are there, they will be studying. They have got the time. Now they are only studying. No?
Correct.
So they can complete this and join the hands. So as I have talked with different companies during my consulting, they are ready to take people who are compliance from the day one. Because every point of time when they are going, I mean, SEBI is asking, you give the certification of who are going for your equity sales. Even for the equity sales, they also need these 1080B certification or CFP kind of thing.
Correct. It's a valuable insights given by Dr. Pradip Mitra on this ttalk Boond Soch. I am sure the target audience who are listening to Dr. Pradip Mitra in terms of making their career in the investment advisory and the wealth management, there are the four concepts, there are the four areas what he has spoken in terms of an portfolio management and also in terms of an investment consultancy and research analyst and the wealth management. And apart from that, I think you need to be part of an value addition as a certification which are concerned of CFP and CFA and also NISM certification which are there. I'm sure like if we are more handy with this kind of a certification which adds on an overall value into your CV and that's the overall knowledge which is concerned. And sir, now in fact it's a great insight to what we have given on this all four area. What are the skill sets which are required like in this area?
See, basically two skill set. One is the general skill, like suppose if I talk about the wealth management. So your communication, handling the clients, your negotiation skills. So those are the normal skills that you require. On the technical side, you require this kind of certification and the knowledge. Like if I talk about the equity side, you need to know about the specific skills on fundamental analysis and technical analysis both. Because whenever you meet a client, I mean, when we face, don't know what kind of questions they're going to ask.
Correct.
Right. So you represent your companies, so you should have all the background ready with you. I mean, like when you are meeting Ultra HNI, they are though they are not certified, but they keep knowledge of those facts, and immediately you encounter with the questions.
Correct.
So I think company also trains the executive before they send, but then you should also work out your ways of presentation. I mean, how you are going to present the company, how you are going to present your thought process in terms of managing the wealth or managing the investment, as well as support argument of the asset allocation. So, which are the assets that you are recommending, why you are recommending that equity, and its background thoughts.
Good. So more in terms of like interest in the finance market, then the research skills which are there, analytical abilities skills which are there comes more handy, and communication above all, like because you're interacting with the clients and giving them a financial solution as such. It's a great.
And sir, I just interrupt you. Another important thing, like this is basically a role where you are meeting with the clients, managing the wealth of a client. So you are the person face of the company. So it's basically don't think that it's a sales job. It's basically a marketing which is a conceptual marketing, right? So you are selling a concept of managing wealth, right? And let me tell you that it's a very coveted career, wealth manager, and salary. If you're a CFA and have got some experience, I mean, in the foreign countries also they have got the presence in our not only in that, even the whole Southeast Asia. So you can get a good opportunity. The number of people passing out is less. So it is a hard exam, but I don't feel that anything is hard in life. If you work hard, you can always clear.
Initiative what they need to take.
If you have to take initiative, and you can, if you work hard, you can pass this particular examination, and then you have a very good career. I have seen that $126,000 is the best salary in USA for this particular, and it ranges from $126,000 to to $177,000. So that's the range of salary. So you work as an associate, then you become a manager, then vice president, then you become a CIO.
Right.
So it's basically managing wealth is very coveted job.
Correct.
So, and I'll always advise that along with your MBA, you also do the
Go with the
CFA
certification
or the
also.
global certification. So
Correct.
you need one global certification with you.
Correct.
But you need to understand in which area you want to go. Like you want to go with some kind of trading platform, or you want to go with this kind of, portfolio manager, or you want to go with some kind of investment banking. So if you are doing CFA, a lot of people are doing CFA because of from the prospective job prospects of the investment banker.
Correct.
So basically, that's a different ball game altogether. Portfolio management and wealth management is a different ball game.
Correct.
So we will talk about that also.
Good.
Next.
It's a great insight given by Dr. Pradip Mitra in terms of an investment advisory and the wealth management, and what are the area like where one should focus on, and what are skill sets which are required. This is what ttalk platform is all about, to give it back to the society in a meaningful way where the target audience can draw and lesson, and also can make their career based on the advice given by the experts coming on this ttalk. Boond Soch. If you like Dr. Pradip Mitra's insights as far as investment advisory and the wealth management is concerned, there is an box. You can put your comments. I'm sure he's going to reply to the queries to what you're having. Just go to www.ttalk.net, subscribe and like the channel as much as you can. So thanks a lot for advice as far as the investment advisory and wealth management is concerned. Thank you very much. God bless you.